The Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 68 leaks have dropped, and to be fair, holy crap, if you don't want spoilers then this isn't the video for you, but thanks for clicking anyway. We've got a lot to discuss here, but before that, thanks for stopping by on the new channel Heal Kanji. Yes, it's me, it's World King Kanji. A video explaining the reason for the new channel will be done for another day, but today, let's just discuss these leaks and translations. And if you'd like to head over to www.worldkingkanji.com, you can check out any merchandise, prints, keyrings, and anything else I might have for sale on there. Link is in the description section below. Hope you enjoy the video. So the last video I did on the World King Kanji channel suggested that our boy Granolah was a Tuffle, or a Sufurian, or a Sufurian. Go crazy, have a field day of your favourite pronunciation. But it's the race that Baby from GT descends from, and the classic filler backstory for the Saiyans prior to Goku vs Vegeta and Nappa. The trouble is, as we all know, that the backstory that was given in the Saiyan arc was completely out of left field from Toei. And to be fair, going forward, it really messed up some of the future lore with the introduction of Frieza and the later backstory on the Saiyans. Considering the fact that when they were talking about the Tuffles and the Sufurians, it was basically saying that they inhabited half the planet each and then eventually had a war. And of course, the big glaring issue that they had with this is the fact that they said that that's where the Saiyans got all their tech and their armor and stuff, which makes no sense for the rest of Frieza's squadron. I suppose you could argue that they mass-produced all of the technology that they got from there, but let's be honest, I mean, in recent history, we've heard that Kikono invented the Scouters, so things have come a long way since then. But with the rebooted villains and stories being a common thing in modern Dragon Ball, we wondered if Granolah was a Tuffle himself, given the fact that he seems to have some old-fashioned belt scouter on his face and a pulse rifle, and the science interest, and, you know, the android things he's been going after. It's all kind of screaming Tuffle at us. But now, thanks to these leaks, we can reveal that whilst it's heavily reminiscent of many of the Tuffle-like themes, no, Granolah is not a Tuffle. Let me know in the comments down below, are you disappointed that he's not a Tuffle? Or are you happy that he's not a Tuffle? Because I'm alright with it, we've done the Tuffle thing before, and considering the fact it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense with up-to-date Dragon Ball, I'm quite fine with them going a completely new route with this, and we'll get into that now. The leaks tell us that Granolah keeps having recurring nightmares of his home being attacked. His home, and race of Cerealians, who saw that being the name of their race, what with granola and oatmeal, the cereal race, Cerealians? Cerealians? I don't know what they want. I'm not really sure how they're going to go and pronounce that, but still. But yeah, now he's dreaming of his home and his homies being killed by giant monkeys, and subtle hints that he's actually dreaming about Bardock. Look at the scar on the cheek. That's either mutant Yamcha or it's Bardock. Now, aware of him reliving these horrid nightmares on a daily basis, we also learn that he also thinks that Frieza is dead and the Saiyans are dead also. And the funny thing is that we learned that his race was wiped out almost immediately before the Saiyans were exterminated, meaning that this poor sod has been having these Saiyan-related nightmares every night for Goku's entire life. He believes the Saiyans were wiped out by the meteor story that Frieza used to tell the surviving Saiyans, but if he thinks that, then I suppose he believes that Frieza just died of the screaming or something. I don't know, because obviously the whole legend of Frieza finally being killed by a Saiyan that started spreading across everything, I guess he just didn't hear that. Then again, I suppose news doesn't travel very fast when the rest of your people are dead. Clearly Granolah is unaware that a few of the Saiyans are still alive, and that in fact Frieza has been revived twice since dying. However, all of this aside, he's confused that he's even having these nightmares, bearing in mind that he believes that his cereal race has been avenged by the deaths of Frieza and the Saiyans. Presumably, he's going to be rather disappointed in a couple of chapters' time. Granolah is transporting OG-73 to the home of someone named Pitta, like pita bread I assume, not like Peter from the Hunger Games. So unless the cereal race's puns are generous and broad, we can assume this guy's probably not of the same species. I mean, I've had a pita bread before for breakfast. Maybe Pitta's partner is going to be called Kebab, because you can put a kebab inside of a pit. Anyway, but either way, he thinks he's going to take a long time to get to Pitta where he currently is. So we can assume that there's going to be some more story building in the journey to his bread-based buddy. My personal assumption here is that because 7-3 had the ability to copy the powers of the people and store their information, Granolah is likely to actually find out that the Saiyans are still alive from the fight with Moro when they take a look inside 7-3's hard disk, or robot brain, or whatever they're going to call that thing. When they look inside 7-3's data, yeah, let's just go with that. If that's the case, then that's pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie. I'm happy to see some connectivity between the recent Dragon Ball story arcs, because personally I felt the Super anime, it was actually really lacking the long-term story structure, something that Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball all worked very well from, and even to be fair, Dragon Ball GT, it all linked together. The rest of the leaks here are pretty predictable stuff. It's like Goku and Vegeta shenanigans with Beerus and Whis and the Oracle Fish. Apparently when the Oracle Fish can't sleep, it's sometimes an omen for bad luck, that something terrible is going to happen. Shock, shock, horror, horror, because we all thought that the rest of this manga was going to be peaceful. Goku and Whis attempt to sedate the Oracle Fish with an injection, but I'm not entirely sure why, because I'm sure that the Oracle Fish isn't a cause for concern himself. Maybe the terrible thing that's going to happen is if he doesn't get enough sleep, he's going to get really grumpy and blow everything up. But Goku is excited by the prospect of a terrible event happening in the hopes that it's somebody strong. Beerus and Vegeta are both annoyed by Goku's predictability and the fact that he always says this, as am I. Goku, you are getting rather predictable, or I should say at least the way that Toyotaro writes you. Goku continues his training with Whis and can effortlessly tap into Ultra Instinct now, so I guess that's the thing, that's gone. The whole fun little story where Goku hasn't got complete access to Ultra Instinct is now completely gone, as we assumed it was going to be with the end of Mirrorus. That pretty much takes us up to date with the leaks and Granola's backstory so far. Chapter 68 comes out next week. Let me know in the comments section down below whether you're happy that Granola's race is different to a lot of our predictions, or do you wish that he was a Tuffle? Perhaps you had another hope for him. Let me know in the comment what it was, and maybe I can do a video on it sometime. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Heal Kanji, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh, and obviously if you were subscribed to me on World King Kanji, please feel free to subscribe on here for Heal Kanji, because it's the same thing. I'm making the same content, I've just had to change my channel. Bye!